Yeah, so as I was saying, this is Horrible Pinball. I have a small little collection of pinball games. I do a lot of buying, selling, fixing of machines. Just got this one probably about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. Mutter! I did not... Wait, today's Tuesday, right? Mutter? Is today Tuesday? Is today Tuesday? New pins coming on board tonight? Is it tonight? Today? Early? Today is Tuesday. Tonight, what time? What time are you streaming? Alright, there's a lock. Let's try to get this. I always try to shoot for 1 million on this game. I know 16 million is the supposed pin side score. 730. And you're Eastern because you're up in, is it Vermont or New Hampshire? New Hampshire, right. How was the drive? How was the trip? How was the pickup? How was the getting the van and the dolly and all that? Ain't going out on me. Nice. Yeah, I just got this maybe 2 weeks ago. I had a Revenge from Mars, which I liked. It was clean. It was nice. It had an audio problem, which I listed in the ad. But it could be simply fixed by unplugging and plugging it back in. But it was kind of annoying. I updated it to 2.2, the latest, I guess, My Pinball revision of it, and ended up selling that. And then I saw this, Sorcerer, and then right next to it is a Pharaoh. That was listed maybe a week before that, and I emailed the guy and I asked him about coming down a little bit on his price, because he didn't really have great pictures of the machines. I don't know. It seemed a little shady at the time. So I asked him to come down on his price, and he just wouldn't respond at all. And then I ended up selling that Revenge, and was talking to Lick Arcade, and I was telling him about these two machines I saw down in Delaware. And I was like, I was asking him to come down on price, and he didn't say anything to me. So I was, talking to Lick about it, and he's like, "Oh, you're talking about this one, the one that dropped down in price?" And he basically listed it for my asking price. So I kind of knew he was a little bit. He basically stated in his ad that he needed to get them out that night or that day, first come, first serve. So I responded back to him. I said, I offered you that price like last weekend, and you never responded. So like I could have gotten them, and you wouldn't have been in this pinch. So you're gonna come down on your price a little bit more now, since you need them out tonight, and I can get them tonight. And we kind of went back and forth, and then he finally was like, "Okay, if you can get them tonight, I have somebody coming down and get them tomorrow, but if you can get them tonight, you can have them." I said, "All right, sounds good. Let me go to the bank and get the money out and come down and pick them up. I ended up getting down there. It was a one-way street, cars on both sides, in the city. Guy walks out. I asked if he had anybody there that could help me like load him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I can help you load him." And he comes out and he has a cane. He's walking around with a cane. I'm like, "How's this guy gonna help me load these machines?" Went in, talked to him, all that stuff, and all of a sudden he got like super strength and started manhandling these machines. We ripped his door off. Not by taking the pins out of the door, by taking the screws out of the door. The screws out of the frame or whatever to remove his door. And we like moved it out like furniture. We like turned it on its side kind of and spun it out the door. But yeah, it was a little shady, but you know, he had multiple machines. He said he had more downstairs. And I guess he might have needed it for rent or something. Needed the money for rent. So, got a good deal. When I got home and was setting them up, I, of course, was looking through everything before turning them on and everything. But the Pharaoh, we took off the head and twisted it. And when we twisted it, it ripped the wires right out of the power supply board. So I had to get I got a piece on order. I just ordered it yesterday. Got a piece on order for I just have to solder it in or whatever and it should work again. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to shoot that Pharaoh. Looks like a really, really interesting game. Alright, there's double lock. Oh, no, that's single. But yeah, it was kind of crazy. Yeah, it was funny because his neighbor comes out and it's like, "Oh, hey, this is my parking spot, and I'm gonna move it so you can go in and talk to Paul." And I'm like, "Okay." Like, sounds good. Appreciate it. And of course, it was backing into the parking spot, but it was to the left, not the right, like you normally would park, because it was a one-way. Mother flipping. Yeah, it was a one-way, and I'm like parking it, and of course the first time I park it, sorry, this is the best part about the game, I think, is when it like buzzes through all your points. But yeah, so I'm like backing into the parking spot. Of course, I mess up the first time, then I pull back out, and as I'm backing in the second time, there's like traffic just whizzing by me, and I'm like in the spot, and this guy just lays on his horn. I'm like, come on, like, give me a break. I'm not even obstructing you or anything. Alright, here we go. Lock. Nope. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting thing. It makes me feel like I need to research a little more when I get street addresses. Come on. But yeah, the guy was really like close to vest, and didn't want to like divulge a lot of information. His pictures were like, it looked like they were shot on like a 1999 like flip phone. you know, this actually came with a overlay, and because of the wear and stuff. But I'm selling the overlay, and I want to get I think I'm going to get a hard top for it. Yeah, it was definitely worth the trip. It was just like, I was talking to my girlfriend about it because she came up and helped me move them in, and she's like, "You never told me where you were going. Like, what would have happened if something would, went down?" I was like, you know what? I never even thought of that. So I get 1.3 million on ball 1. I got 1.3 million on ball 1, and now I've only made what? 100? What the heck? But yeah, it was worth it. I want to, as I said, I want to get that Pharaoh lit up and working, and hopefully that has no problems. But yeah, this one fired right up. There's a couple little small problems that needed to be done. I freaking did it again. That upper flipper, I get the ball stuck behind it, and when I release it, it always goes down the outline. Oh my gosh. 1.4. All right, that's what we're shooting.